Capital Diversity and Inclusion Consultants believes that we can change our world by changing policies that result in inequity, discrimination, and cause harm to members of our community. Any policy that results in inequities needs to be re-examined and updated to address the problem and seek fair treatment that ends any inequity. Today, we address the criminal justice system. Although criminal justice includes the word justice, it is not necessarily reflected in the actions of those who represent the system. Judges, lawyers, police officers, school resource officers, and even counselors and social workers all play a role in who goes to court, in how they are treated, and in what the likely outcomes are. We know this because a percentage of all juveniles in the criminal justice system get there as a direct result of school-level disciplinary actions or having a school resource officer on site. Schoolyard scuffles and unruly behavior used to mean a trip to see the principal or after-school detention. Today, it often means citations, tickets, fines, and court hearings resulting in criminal records that can harm them for life. These actions, combined with out-of-school suspensions, expulsions, or incarceration, teach students, particularly students of color, that they don't matter and are expendable. These kids, many of whom can benefit by having an IEP or an individual education plan, never get the chance to find out if they can be successful because they end up in the juvenile justice system before these steps to help them can be implemented. Children who are seen as behavior problems are most often minority boys who are placed in alternative classrooms that ignore the root cause of the behavior, and they are often seen as a risk factor to other students, which justifies treating them like criminals. Research by the Sentencing Project shows that compared to white juveniles, black youth are 5 times as likely to be committed to secure facilities, American Indian youth are 3 times as likely, and Hispanic juveniles are 1.5 times more likely to be incarcerated. There are thousands of youth in adult prisons because they are automatically moved to adult facilities or charged as adults by age 16. In Utah, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Connecticut, Wisconsin, and Rhode Island, the current black-white disparity is more than 10 to 1, meaning that black juveniles are 10 times more likely to be incarcerated than white juveniles. As long as disparities like this exist, they do not just exist in the juvenile system. There will never be real justice in the system. The same holds true as they grow to adulthood. Let's take a look at adulthood. Criminal justice starts with law enforcement. But this unequal treatment can be seen in these 2 simple graphics. In 2018 and 2019, white persons made up 76% of the U.S. population. Black people made up 13%. However, they make up 60% of incarcerations, while whites make up only 10% of all incarcerated persons. Simply put, non-whites are convicted 90% more often than whites. This disparity is not because they are committing more crimes. On average, the crime rates are very similar for many types of property crimes, and whites actually make up more arrests for crimes like rape and sexual assault. But conviction rates do not reflect this. Once arrested, blacks are less likely to be released than whites, more likely to be convicted, and when convicted, receive harsher sentences for the same crimes. They are also less likely to be OR'd or released on their own recognizance pending trial. They are less likely to receive probation, and the fines and bail are normally set higher than for whites for the same crimes. Because they often can't afford bail, they are held in custody longer, are away from their families longer, and their arrests are more likely to result in convictions and incarceration. We have all heard the phrase, justice is blind. But should we believe that? No. The disparate treatment of non-whites is on public display. To say that justice is blind is a denial of fact and therefore a denial of true justice. There are numerous policies at work in the justice system that need to be reevaluated. Sentencing is just one of them. For more information and a customized program for your class or group, please contact our Director of Social Programming, Dawn Gagno, at 916-912-3688 or email at dgagnocdic@gmail.com for rates and availability. Presentation formats include pre-recorded, Zoom or Google Meets, and, coming soon, in-person presentations. Thank you.